Static keyword in Java. The lecture content static variable, program of counter without static variable, program of counter with static variable, static method, restriction for static method, why main method is static. Now, at first, what is static? The static keyword in Java is used for memory management mainly. We can apply Java static keyword with variable, method, block, and nested class. The static keyword belongs to the class. The static can be variable, also known as class variable, method, also known as class method, block, and nested class. Java static variable. If you declare any variable as static, it is known as static variable. The static variable can be used to refer the common property of all objects, that is not unique for each object. Example, company name of employee, college name of student, etc. The static variable get memory only once in class area at the time of class loading. Advantages of static variable. It makes your program memory efficient. That is, it saves memory because it initializes the memory only once. Understanding problem without static variable. There is a class called student. In this class, there is three variable. One is integer type variable, roll number. Two string type variable. One is name. Another is college, which value is ITS. Suppose there are 500 students in a college. Now all instance data member will get memory each time when object is created. All students have its unique roll number and name, so instance data member is good. Here, college refer to the common property of all object. If we make it static, this field will get memory only once. Java static property is shared to all object. Example of a static variable. There is a class named class student 8 which contain three variable. One is roll number, another is string name, another is string college equal to ITS, which is static. There is a constructor named student8. The parameter of constructor is int r and string n. Then we assign the value of r into roll number. There is a simple method display where we assign the value of n equal to name. Then we print the roll number, name, and college with a display function. In the main function, we create a object of student8 s1 and we assign the value 111 colon. Then we create another object s2 and assign a new value 222 ion. Then we using this object s1 we call the display function, and using the object s2 call the display function. So output in our program will be 111 ion its, 222 codon its. So this is a diagram of this program. In our stack memory, there is two objects created. One is S1 and S2, which identify the ID equal to 111, name equal to colon in heap memory, and ID equal to 222, name equal to ion. But the common properties is college. Both college name is ITS, so it is the uses of static memory. Program of counter without static variable. In this example, we have created an instance variable named count, which is incremented in the constructor. Since instance variable get the memory at the time of object creation, each object will have the copy of the instance variable. If it is incremented, it won't reflect to other object, so each object will have the value 1 in the count variable. There is the example. There is a class called counter. Within this class, there is a variable called count. We assign the value equal to 0. Then we invoke the constructor counter. Within this constructor, we just incremented the value of count plus plus, and display the value of count. In the main function, we create three objects using this counter class. Counter C1 equal to new counter, counter C2 equal to new counter, counter C3 equal to new counter. The our output will be, our program will be 111, because every time the object is created, the counter count variable is incremented by 1. So our output, our program is 111. Program of counter by static variable. As we have mentioned above, static variable will get the memory only once. If any object changes the value of the static variable, it will retain its value. Now there is an example class counter2. Here we using this counter variable static in count will get memory only once and retain its value. Then same, we invoke the constructor counter2. Within this constructor, we just incremented the value of count plus plus, and display the value of count. Within the main function, we creating three objects using counter2 class. Counter2 C1 equal to new counter, counter2 C1 new counter, counter C3 equal to new counter. When the object is created, the count variable is incremented by 1. So output, but in this time the count variable is a static variable, so it retains its previous value. So output of this program is 1 2 3. Java static method. If you apply static keyword with any method, it is known as static method. A static method belongs to the class rather than object of a class. A static method can be invoked without the need for creating an instance of a class. Static method can access static data member and can change the value of it. Example, uh, there is a class called student9. Within this class, there is a three variable: int roll number, string name, and static string college its. There is a static function name change. Within this, the college name value is essentially bbdit. There is a constructor called student9. In this constructor, the parameters is int r and string n. We assign the value of r equal to roll number, value of n in the name variable. Then the display function, we display the roll number, name, and college. Within the main function, we create a object s1 and value assigned to 111 colon. Object is 2, value assigned 222 ion, and object is 3, value assigned 33 shonu. Display of our program, then we using this object display, call the display function s1 dot display, s2 dot display, and s3 dot display. So output of our program is 111 colon bbdit 222 ion bbdit 333 shonu bbdit, because the college name is changed in static method bbdit. Restriction for static method. There is two main restriction for the static method. There, static method cannot be used non-static data member or call non-static method directly. This and super cannot be used in static context. There is the example class A. Within class A, int is a variable, int a equal to 40. It is a non-static variable, public static void main system.out.println. So output will be 40. Why Java main method is static? Because object is not required to call static method. If it were non-static method, JVM create object first, then call main method. That will lead the problem of extra memory allocation. So thanks for watching.